And the dulcet winds of the desert. Here we are back in Final Fantasy X, live and exclusive to YouTube. I'm your host, Swishball, for the remainder of the evening, and the chat box is over in that direction. And last time we played, I had a rather unpleasant encounter with a magic pot, and it was a case of, well, everything's on fire and we're all going to drown. So we're going to skip the voluntary area for now. Maybe we'll come back here later on if we have the ability to. Famous last words. Knowing my luck, I'll advance the game and we can come back never again. Still, let's keep going. Of course, all you people out there watching all around the world, thank you very much, of course, live and exclusive to YouTube, and hello.
Sometimes Yuna would just stare off into the distance. I finally understood why. She was saying goodbye to the places she'd never see again.
Good evening, Queen. No, I haven't. And, so we've left Mount Gagazet and we are off to... Oh. We're at Zanarkand, apparently. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm playing Tomb Raider 2 on the PlayStation 1 all of a sudden? Snow-capped mountains, poles out of the ground.
Summoner Yuna and Guardians, leave here at once.
Friendly bunch, aren't they?
Gagazet is Ronso land, sacred mountain of Yevon. The mountain will not bear the footsteps of infidels.
Enemy of Yevon is enemy of Ronso. Leave, traitors!
I have cast aside Yevon. I follow the temple no more.
They just said that, Yuna.
Then you will die by those words.
So be it.
No.
Yevon has warped the teachings and betrayed us all.
Nothing but a bunch of low-down tricksters, eh?
Yeah!
Really?
We have no regrets.
Blasphemers!
A summoner and her guardians.
Lord Kel'Granso, if I may. Have you not also turned your back on Bevel?
But still, you guard Gagazet as a Ronso, not a Maester. Yuna is much the same.
Elder Kelk! Let Biran rend them asunder! No escape! Not one!
No, we will not flee. We will fight and continue on.
You have been branded a traitor, but still you would fight sin. Lost to the temple, hated by the people, yet you continue your pilgrimage?
He's got a point.
Everything lost. What do you fight for?
I fight for Spira. The people long for the calm. I can give it to them. It's all I can give. Defeating sin, ending pain. This I can do.
Even sacrificing yourself.
His lips moving keep distracting me from the scene.
Ronso, let them pass. Summoner Yuna, your will is stronger than steel. Tempered steel that even the mightiest Ronso could not hope to bend. Yuna, we bow to your will. Now go. The sacred heights of Gagazet welcome you.
We thank you.
Yeah, it is interesting when you say that Waka is the one who calls them out for turning the back on Yevon. Given all the shit that he gave Riku earlier in the game, it's almost hypocritical. Not that I've got a problem with it. And as you say, having integrity, doing what's right no matter what, yeah. Says the guy who cheeses every game he plays.
You think of anything yet?
Shove a shock up his arse.
There's just so little time. I don't know.
Let's see what Belt Mummy has to say.
Yuna's grown stronger.
Stronger, huh? I'd say it's more like she's driven. Don't you think?
Well, people get
That's
driven
why
by being
she's
strong.
She's still pressing forward.
Thank you, Lulu.
When weak people are driven, they can't go far before they break. She keeps going forward because she is strong. Yuna has grown strong. And all I can do is try and keep up with her.
Oh, don't do the jealousy angle, please. I hate that in games. And true, Queen, yeah, a huge about face for Waka.
My neck's hurting.
Xanarkin's on the other side, huh?
Yeah? You're home, yeah?
As if you believed me.
Maybe I do. The one on the other side here is probably just a pile of rubble, yeah? But somewhere out there is your Xanarkin. Somewhere, yeah? Yeah, you'll be home soon enough.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, cheer up. Let's do this.
Oh, good evening, everyone. To see you sneak
Better
into the
get
chat
ready.
there. How you
Ain't
doing?
no shops where we're going.
Well, if there's no shops, is the one nearby? Doesn't look like. Let's talk to Aaron.
It is as I thought.
What is?
Yevon is in turmoil. Micah tries to keep it whole, but it crumbles around him.
Look, I couldn't care less what happens to Yevon.
Because you are not of this world. To those who truly believe in the teachings, a time of much pain is coming.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Avian. That's really not nice. I really hope she gets better soon.
10 years ago, I looked up at Gagazet from where we stand now.
My old man say anything?
I do not remember. All I could think of was how I might keep Braska alive.
Let's see what Kimari has to say, if he'll even talk to me.
Biran and Yenke gone.
I wonder what they're up to. It's probably nothing.
Biran is hero of Ranso. Yenke is powerful warrior.
Great. I hope we don't have to fight them.
Kimari must fight. Kimari must win.
Interesting fact about Kimari. His voice actor, John DiMaggio. Voice of the Joker in Batman Under the Red Hood, and more famously, Bender in Futurama. And yet here, he talks like this.
The sacred Gagazet. First time Kimari climbs.
Right, go on, Yuna. Let's advance the story.
It's just a little farther now. It's just a little farther now.
Oh, you've not got much to say, have you? Go on, let's talk to the Ronso so it'll speak to me.
Summoner Yuna's words, they ring clear in my soul. Small voice, small frame, but a will that towers over Gagazet's peak.
Oh, absolutely, Queen. Yeah, it really does show the range. It's amazing. Some of the talents of some voice actors is crazy. And then you get people like me. Yeah, I don't know what kind of voice they do, so I'm not doing that. Ronso sharpens fangs until the day of death. Sounds useful. Yeah, that's very similar to like the wolf challenging the leader for the head of the pack. That's what that's clearly referencing there. So much for letting us pass, people.
Haven't you bothered us enough?
Summoner may pass. Guardians may pass. Kimari not pass. Kimari shame Ronso brothers. Kimari forget his birth.
Kimari Guardian.
Forget
He
his
pass.
people, forget his mountain, little Ronso, weakling Ronso.
Mountain hate the weak, hate the small. If you will climb, then I must prove my strength. Think you will win? You not forget who took your horn. Never forget.
Kimari never beat Brother Biran, never win.
This time, I win. I will win.
Why, you... This some kind of Ronso thing?
Kimari problem.
This is not as epic as when Barrett fought in Final Fantasy VII. So,
Biran rend you asunder.
this is where we could be getting a party wipe here, people.
Hornless.
Anyway, good evening, Irish Jackson. You jump into the chat there. How you doing, matey? Oh, that could come in handy. I doubt it's going to work. I don't expect it to work at all. Let's go with Arco Breath. That was pretty good. Now, good evening, Midnight. Hornless. Well, it looks that way at the moment. Now, what do we do next? He's got less health, so that's not too bad. No point using white magic for now. No point extracting mana either. Nah, I can't bother using money at the moment. No, don't attack yourself. Don't do that.
Weak Ronso should know their place.
Ah, so we're at that phase now, are we? Bosses shouldn't be allowed to heal themselves. Yeah, that move's quite powerful. And that didn't do 500 damage. That did a lot more damage than it should have done. Which is quite annoying. No matter. Can use that for now. I'll use a Mega Potion. That's pretty powerful. This is the move that causes the most problems. It doesn't do the damage it says it does. It says it does 500 damage and it didn't. Nah, that's...
Too slow.
Nah. Makes sense. I say people backseat all the time. I don't mind people like throwing out some suggestions. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, when they both use that move, there's not much you can really do. You just gotta go, fair enough. This might help. That's a good point. That's actually a very good point. That's something I hadn't thought of doing. Good idea, good suggestion. Here, have a grenade. Oh look, one of them's down. Can't see this working, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, he was immune to that. I thought he would have been. Like I said, I don't know if it'll let me keep doing it. I think he'll run out. Yeah, it just says not stick on still or anything. Now he's growling. Ah, he's made himself berserked. Right, for that world then, I need to do something quickly here. So if you're patient, you can, but let's say, because I've not got the defensive skills, I might have no choice here. I'm just trying to see if I've got anything interesting that could do quite a lot of damage to it. That won't work. Never works, that one. Ah, that'll help. This is where my random decision to put Kimari on the path of Riku has been kind of useful. Gonna try again. Here we go. Not this time. Yeah, with Protect it helps. Gonna try one more. Yay, we got a third one. Awesome. No, I don't want to do that. I say grenades seem to do loads of damage to it. It's a tedious approach, but it works. Okay, I've got a couple of turns, so now's the time to... use one more. This is like being quite. This is possibly one of the cheaper ways to try and fight an enemy, to be honest. But if it works, it works. I'm gonna try again, and I'm gonna try one more time. Not this time. This is getting a bit like the finale of Sea of Stars in a way. They can't do enough damage to me, and I'm not doing anything to them, so it's just a tedious one. Also, good evening, Chris. Welcome to the chat. Hey! You arrived in time to see that. I've stolen another one of those. Oh! Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Well, let's not forget, Queen, that he's currently berserked. So, it's like... It's completely and utterly berserked, so there's no point in me doing anything at the moment. Just keep relying on the grenades. In fact, it might be possible that regular attacks will not, or magic attacks will do loads of damage to him. Yeah, that's right. Keep building the limit break. That's fine by me. Let's try again. Test of patience doing it that way. Try and lightning. Oh, actually, did he use lightning damage? I think he did. Well, unlikely to be done from fire damage. Let's go with Dragon Scale. The thing is, like, but you can't. I could use the item for dispel, but as I say, at the moment, this method of mine, while tedious, does work. I don't believe I have that anyway, to be perfectly honest. I'm almost certain I don't. I thought that I'd run out, but I obviously hadn't. That's okay, I don't mind. Oh, look at my health, people. I'm elite. I'm 1337. I'm one of those trolls from the internet forums in 1999. So this has been a rather laborious way to win a fight. Well, winning a fight. I've not won it yet. I recently experienced firsthand a game deciding to troll me when it came to the damage that a boss can do right near the end. Some people in my chat might now be twitching. No, I'm not spoiling anything by saying it. As you say, Chris, exactly. We don't want to be ruining ourselves, do we? Yep, that hurts it. You wouldn't say it was a boss, Queen? Are you really sure? Are you really sure there's not been a moment recently where a boss has trolled in terms of how much damage they can do at the end? Are you really sure? Again, no spoilers, so people can't answer that. I'm so mean. Yeah, I think we're at the end of the stealing arc here. So let's just finish this.
You win, Kimari Ranso.
I'll take that AP, that's pretty awesome. We also got a return sphere, a friend sphere, and a couple of weapons for Whacker of all people.
Strong is Kimari. Biran is happy. Sacred Mount Gagazet.
I like the fact that
I
you're echoing.
honor the name of strong warrior who defeats Biran. Remember always, Gagazet, that name is Kimari.
Mountain knows Kimari strong. Kimari may pass.
Summoner, we Ranso will stop pursuers from temple.
Truly?
Penance for breaking Kimari's horn long ago.
We crush enemies following behind.
Kimari crushed enemies standing before. You are most fortunate, Summoner.
I thank you.
Ranso will shine your statue brightest.
Thank you. But I fear that no one will make a statue for a traitor such as I am.
Then Ranso will make.
With grand horn on head.
That would be wonderful.
Don't Rule 34 that. Whatever you do, don't search that. Just don't. Don't search Yuna with a horn on her head.
I wanted to see Yuna's
Especially
statue
you,
too,
Avian.
but I
Don't
wanted to see
Google
it
it.
with Yuna by my side.
Right, so now that we've managed to do that, let's quickly go back and save our game. in a very convenient spot to do so. Yes, Midnight, we saw the scene in the lake in the last stream, and it was very... But most of me, anyway. I'm sure that many of the people who saw it first time were gushing. And to be fair, I'm not above gushing over certain characters on stream being together. Again, not saying...
Summoner Yuna!
What is it this time?
Oh, that's the theme. Now, Midnight, why would you possibly think I was a Final Fantasy VII fanboy? What could possibly give that away, huh? Come on. Could it be a new cosplay that I'm due to receive very shortly? Quite possibly. And we can move on. Hey, okay. Well, that was kind of intriguing. And what I love the way they disguised this narrow hallway by having like a really deep abyss on the side of it. Ah, okay. I'm guessing these enemies are ones that are going to need to be burnt. That something tells me that fire is going to be very useful. And restore antidotes. That can only mean one thing. We are going to be poisoned. And then, right, let's try. Can't see it working, but I'm going to go for it. Well, it hurts him, even if it wasn't meant, that wasn't the decision. Nice one, that's good. Oh, well, that's even better. More of that, please. Much more of that.
Let's end this.
I'm not using her overdrive, because her overdrive is actually glitched in this game. Her overdrive is glitched in the remaster. Wow, it's still alive. Kimari, I'll bring you to the battlefield for this one. These guys take quite a lot of damage, and that's annoying. That's incredibly annoying. Oh, we've got confusion. We don't need that. That was a good time to miss. I'm happy with that. Missing there was good. That was helpful. I say, when at midnight, on the remasters, on every version I've seen, everyone has said that no matter what you do with the analog stick, it does not advance properly. Now, if it turns out there's something that's being missed in the thing, be my guest. But I've looked a load of people on different versions of the game on the remaster, and none of them work properly in the modern versions, from what I understand. Not a single one. Tell you what. Because you can use these. I mean, out of curiosity, I'll just try it, but I bet you it's not going to work.
Time to get down.
See, it's not working. Wasn't reading. It simply doesn't work.
So be it.
Damn. Right, that's worked. That's darkened him. And back into the back line with you. Can't see it working, but out of curiosity. Nah, no skills from you. Well, that works. Yeah, it seems only Dark Buster makes it work, which is strange, and I believe when it goes into that mode, it counters, which is possibly a problem. Unless... Now we have an overdrive. Go on, let's give it a try. Oh, no good. Well, I can give it a try next time we get that Skull Crush, definitely. But everywhere I've seen it, all the guides have been... And I say guides because I've used forums and everything. I just thought I'm surely missing something. And it turns out now, a lot of people just simply say it doesn't work. Like it's glitched. I think it might be because when the game came out on the PS2, the different like forms of the DualShock 2 at the time had much more, how can I put it? They had much more robust analog sticks, but a lot more sticky. And as a result of that, it was harder to get moves in, it was easier to get moves in quicker. Yeah, sorry pal, not today.
Allow me.
Because I'm going to go back to use the save point, I might as well go all in. That was surprisingly not that powerful. I'm very unimpressed by that. Can't see it working. Let's try and draw a skill. Wow. Pardon me, I'm going to need to bring Riku back to the battlefield for this one. Evidently for these guys, you want to have some kind of immunity to fire. Right, do me a favour. I want to know what it's weak to. Oh, it's weak against ice. It wasn't that weak. It took 500 damage. How's that weak? That's not weak at all. It's weak against fire. It was weak against ice. 500 damage. No, I don't think so.
Farewell.
But it's weak to Auron. That is true. Good thing is, at least here we're getting decent amounts of MP. No, not MP, sorry, AP. We're getting decent amounts of AP, so we're able to actually move things forward. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Ta-da. I'm gonna be saving on the next screen anyway, so I might as well take advantage while I can. Oh wow. I'd say I feel like I'm back in a certain game here. I really do. And I've got a serious problem now. So, there's one easy solution to this. That's an easy solution. Very easy. Good question. How many keys did we get? They're down in the items, aren't they? Just realised. I'll tell you what. There you are, Chris. You're welcome. That's your one per stream. So a total of 4. We got 4 of them. I do wish this game had a feature where you could press one button and it changed your party. You know, if you had like a set formation. That'd be nice. It'd be a nice way to move forward. I want to get back to the save point. That's really what I want to do here. I want to regroup. Apparently we stole a foul spring. You missed your moment, Chris. That's what you did. You missed your moment. You missed the moment where things were sorted out. That was a bad joke, I know, but that's about as good as I get. Just want a couple of more AP points, so I can then go on the grid a bit and maybe get some more skills. I gotta say, Chris, you'd be better at singing than I would be. Not that that's very hard, to be honest. When it comes to singing, I am a special type of awful. It's not one word. You say no one wants to hear you sing? Are you sure about that? Meanwhile, actually,
this ends now.
It does end now because I want to get rid of the tankiest and most annoying enemy. Get off my battlefield. Did. Let's go over Tharaga because we can. Very nice. And we've managed to get rid of one of them. That's good. Midnight. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice to my audience, but you've just gone and taken all my savagery. With those kind of comments, you could be the next Dark Side Phil. Actually, no, you couldn't. You're probably too good at games. Low-hanging fruit, I know. Low-hanging fruit. Farewell. That's better. Ah, I see. Oh, now we've been ambushed. This is a problem. If we get lucky, we might survive. Are you sure you really want to praise that deity here after the revelations of recent times? I'm not so sure. Yeah, sorry, Lady Yuna. I need you to do some more healing to us. As expensive as it is. Hey, 20,000 gil, not bad. Can't go any deeper down. Oh.
The only way to go is forward.
The one thing I want in this game now is the ability to even half encounters. The encounter rate in this game is absolutely stupid. The encounter rate is way too much. Tell you what, got an idea. Probably not going to work, but I'm going to try it. Oh, it has worked. Awesome. That gives us a chance now.
This ends now. Farewell.
He wasn't wrong, he said it ended now.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Right, time to menu manage, people. Because we all love that. Right, first of all, I've got 2 movements available, which means I can go as far as there. Ah, of course, you have to move first. I'm there, why can't I go forward? And I realise why. Yay. An extra 20 MP. I'm not going to say no to that. That's pretty awesome. That's, I mean, I'm playing a JRPG Midnight. You have to be prepared to do some kind of RNG hell, don't you? If you play JRPGs, it might as well be called RNG Suffering is Real, because it's true. Especially if you get those enemies that use moves that are based on chance. The enemy, absolutely loads of ability. You, none at all. I know what you're talking about, Midnight. I've no idea what you're talking about in those things. If they're content things that I could have done, I've no idea where they are. And that's probably down to me. And that's okay. But I can't say I understand either of those. At least I don't think I do. So ironically, I can't go over there yet, but on the next turn, I could go to the level 3 key sphere for Kimahri. The question is, what awaits on the other side of it? Oh, teaches the ability Holy. Yes, I'm going to use a key sphere for that. I'm definitely using a key sphere. That is worth using a key sphere for. So Midnight, thanks for the suggestion, because I'm about to get that ability. Also means I can go along here and pick up some stuff too, so it could be useful to get some interesting moves. Like going back here, for example, would get Regen and Karaga. So I could actually turn Kimahri into a all-rounder, which is not a bad thing, to be honest. Ah, so this thing's in the calm lands. Fair enough. That's the way it goes. Now, there was a move I wanted to go back for here. Yes, that was right. I wanted to go back for Damie. I'm trying to think where the hell we are. Oh, there we are. I'm there. Where the hell am I? And I realised where I was. Right, so I can now go back for Damien the next time Lulu levels up. Well, exactly. I mean, it's an interesting mechanic. If you have the key spheres, that's not a bad idea, and I suppose that's what the expert sphere grid does for you if you even know what it is. Of course, I'm playing this game blind. I've never played it before, well, apart from the few streams I've done previously. So for me, it'd be stupid going in on the expert sphere grid. That'd be like playing an SMT game first time and choosing hard mode. Not that normal or easy mode are easy in those games. Ah, we got a preemptive. Excellent. Okay, let's start by stealing from you. This is a chance to take advantage. Nice one. 3 Arbed potions. Just defend you for now. Oh, seriously? Okay, fine. No big deal. Chance to get 3 experience of everybody. This is incredibly tedious, but it works. That's RNG very much in my favour. Oh, 2 Mega Phoenix and a Null Tide Targe. Got some very useful stuff there, it must be said. This is why I now want to try and take full advantage and get back to another save point. Anyone who played those games where you could get hit by instant kill magic when you're in the overworld will know the fear of being party wiped when you're trying to get back to a save point. If you're using an emulator on PC, you can just F1 it and do a save state. But if you're playing on a console that doesn't have access to that feature, you're like, oh, let me get home, please let me get home. Excellent, we're safe. Right, let's carry on. Ah, same fight as before. Okay. I feel like getting rid of the big ones is going to be more important than anything. Just guard for now. Wow. Even with guard, that did not help. I might as well raise everyone's evasion while we can. Now, if you can switch for Himari-san. And if you can switch for Aaron.
I foresee no difficulty.
Especially you don't have to do anything. Ah, Midnight, yes. I've never actually experienced that particular game, but again, I've experienced something very similar. A while back, I did a stream series of one of the SMT games called Digital Devil's Saga. And I just decided to do a random live stream one day, testing running it in ultra high quality models for the characters. And it looked absolutely gorgeous. I went into a fight, and there was 3 Lakshmi enemies. One of them put my party to sleep, and the next one used the move Calm Death. That was it. An instant party wipe. My party was dead in 1 turn. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. You see, it's like there's a stream called like DDS High Quality Stream Test, I think it's called, and you can see it on there, and it's just me like, oh, that's all me then. Well, that's put me firmly in my place. There's one of those. Let's get the tank on the battlefield for now. Oh, very nice. Oh, so much for darkness. So much for that. Must have a very, very high accuracy stat if he was able to do that kind of damage. Very high accuracy stat. Right, as much as I don't want to do it, I'm going to have to try and hope for the best and do it again. And say it didn't seem to do anything, unfortunately. So yeah, the Pixel remasters, are they actually any good? I've heard mixed things about them. But it's like any review, you always hear a mixed review, don't you? You always hear mixed things when it comes to the comments on what games they like, I find. Oh, now he's psyched himself up. And that I can realistically do without. That's fair if you enjoy them. That's all that really matters. Your enjoyment is the most important thing. Right, I'm going to try and tank it as Tidus. I don't want to set him to attack me. That would be a bad idea. I've just seen how much health he has. He has a lot of HP. So I'm going to have to do this. No, not that. That's the one. Thank you. This is where he goes into mode where you have to use magic, I believe. Oh, fire is apparently his weakness. Interesting. You say you put on no random encounters. It's funny because if you actually go and check out Queen 3210's channel, she started doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VIII on low level, but it's the OG one where you can't technically turn off battles without skills. That's worth checking out if you've not done it already. Very interesting stream series. So obviously when I did the Final Fantasy VII no random encounters, that was brutally hard. Fun, but brutally hard. I don't want to waste a fire gem, I've not got many of them left. Won't we help each other out around here? Out around here, Queen, anytime. As annoying as it is to keep switching party members out, at least you have the versatility to be able to counter certain situations. That's one thing I will say about this game. I have my problems with this game. I also think it's got some really rather interesting mechanics which were refined in later games. So the ability to switch on the fly and really change your party, while it's annoying to get experience, it is also very useful. Right, this is a chance here, and I can't afford to miss. That's one off the battlefield immediately. I keep going for special instead of skill like an absolute idiot. No, don't silence yourself, please. Damage yourself and silence yourself. No. not the way we do things around here. Just because I can. Oh, overkill. Nice. Overkill is always welcome. Oh. That's not so welcome. That's actually incredibly annoying. Stop it from using its most dangerous fire move. Haha. Horn attack, go boo.
No time to waste. Let's go.
As I mean, it's interesting, Midnight, because having recently played through one of the newer Final Fantasy entries, I'm not so sure. There's one Final Fantasy game which you do have to level up quite severely for certain points late on. I'm being deliberately cagey here, but those of you who played it know exactly what I'm talking about. And those of you who haven't, I'm sure you'll get the chance soon. Speaking of Final Fantasies where you had to like grind for stuff, I tried playing Type 0.
What should I do?
I really didn't enjoy it. I thought it was bad. Oh, don't talk to me about Final Fantasy 12 Midnight. Oh, that game was terrible. I hated that game. It was so bad. I played it for literally half an hour, and I was like, I've never been so bored in all my life. It was awful. It just was not my game. I just did not get it. And all the FF12 fans are now going to be ragging on me and want to take me away, but that's just the way it goes. I can definitely get behind that one, Midnight. That it cured your insomnia. I can definitely get behind that. So I tried playing 15 as well, and I just couldn't get into it. I'm like, if I want to play a driving road trip game, I'll play a Need for Speed, or I'll play Drive Club, or I'll play Gran Turismo. I'm playing a JRPG. I don't want to be playing a game like that. I mean, it might just be me, this. I might be being a bit of an old stick in the mud, but I was just like, I don't get it. I think that's the problem though, Queen. It's like, yeah, the story picks up, cool, but it's like when I was forced to play Blitzball early in Final Fantasy X. It's like, I just don't get it. It's just like, oh, can we, for the love of all that's holy and unholy, can we please move on? Kind of thing. I don't even know what the Soul Springs do. Or maybe I should find out. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you. That's good. Oh, I thought that'd be enough to finish it off. Oh well. Could have been worse. Oh well, that finished it off. Thank you, Waka. I'm not going to argue with that. You say 13 is a low bar to clear. I mean, what I played of it, spoiler alert, not very much. I'm not surprised. I didn't really find it that interesting. Wow. Again, why do I get the feeling that these supposed darkness moves aren't as effective as they should be? That should have been easily avoided. Easily. Still, that's one enemy out of the way, so that's good news. No, nothing this time. It's not really that it was nerfed, Queen. It's the fact that it doesn't seem to, on this particular enemy, it doesn't seem to work. I've had it where it's survived way too many times than it should, and I don't know why. It just does. Say Dark Buster's fantastic. Dark Buster does a great job. But it's the fact that I've used the move and it's still hitting. That's what's the problem. Go on, I'm gonna go for it.
All right, you asked for it.
No good. Oh, we only got a regular attack. That one was very good. Did plenty of damage though. So I must admit, I'm not a fan of regular enemies being really tanky. Really tanky regular enemies when you're in random encounters is pretty poor design, to be honest. I've always found it better to reward the player. If you've got battles that aren't random, fine, challenge them. But don't get me wrong, you can always just run away. I mean, I can always do that if I'm getting low on resources. But it's just really quite annoying. It's, again, they really screwed up the encounter rate in this game. Hey, we got Braska's Sphere. Let's take a look.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jekt and Oren send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
Yep, seems that way, Queen. Like, you don't have to do it, but this is the way I chose. It's up to you. So being encouraged to do a certain thing by your family is fine, but it's when people, like, force you into it. I'm very against that. Oh, that's an excellent question, Midnight. What are my top 3 Final Fantasy games? Well, right at the top of the pile has to be Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely adore that game. Easily my favourite of all time. That's the OG one. To be fair, I'm not going to include the remakes for comparison. I don't think it's fair to put the same entry twice. So, other ones that I highly rate. This might surprise a lot of people, but I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy VIII. I think it's amazing. I think it's a great game and gets far too much hate. It's a game that's far better than people remember it being. And my third choice, potentially a bit of a curveball, this. Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation 1. The tactical RPG. That's one that I played old school many years ago via an illegal method, because it never came out in my country. It was very much like Final Fantasy's take on a brilliant series that got abandoned by Konami called Vandal Hearts, and I absolutely love both of them. And yeah, the Truman, no, that's the point. It's not finished yet. That's a pretty fair point. Can't include a game that's technically not ended. Oh. That's kind of messed up my turn plan. Nice that you had the aim there, but that's not what I was really going for.
As you wish.
I didn't play Tactics Advanced. I didn't play it. But again, I only played Tactics because it was released via the 7 Seas. I'll call it that. I found a way to play it via the 7 Seas. We'll call it that. Because over here in the UK, there were a lot of weird decisions in terms of publications. Many revered JRPGs actually didn't come out over here. Like the one game I want to do at some point as a Let's Play, purely because I've never touched it before, is the mecha-based game Xenogears. I've heard a lot about it, but unfortunately, it's a game that never came out over here. It never got released. Now, I was hoping that Sony, with their premium tiers with classic games, would potentially bring it back. Unfortunately, it never happened. But that's the reason I played Parasite Eve last Halloween. I found a way to play it because it never came out in my country. Bizarrely, though, Parasite Eve 2 did. Explain that one. Released the sequel, but not the first game. And yeah, Queen, I've used the defend tactic a few times, but I wanted to try and see if I could make their attacks completely neutered by using the increase to evasion. It didn't work. It was a nice try, but it didn't work. I mean, I'll say, the question that Midnight mentioned earlier, what are yours, all you people watching? What are your top 3 Final Fantasy games? That could get some interesting debate in the chat there. We talked about the bad ones that we don't like Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy 13. So which ones did you really like? How did I know that was going to happen? I just had a feeling that would happen. That's really irritating. That is very, very frustrating. I'm half tempted to try bringing in Kimari. Just to get rid of one of them. I'll tell you what. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen. So we now have the opportunity. Now it's interesting you say that it goes 8 then 16. Now 16's a great game. I actually really enjoyed it. Purely because of the fact that you could, let's just say, befriend one of the greatest characters in the whole of Final Fantasy history. If you didn't go to a certain character in that game and press triangle as much as possible, you didn't play Final Fantasy 16. You played it wrong.
So, how shall we do this?
For those of you who played 16, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The good thing is we're getting quite a few decent amounts of Phoenix Downs and Mega Phoenixes. It's like the game knows this part of the game is challenging, so they're trying to balance it out a bit. And I've not got a problem with that. That's a good thing. Oh, we've got a gravestone. Okay, we have what appear to be bombs of some kind. Now, let's quickly steal from the imp. Lightning gem. Very nice. Well, that damaged it, but I don't know if it did anything. Yeah. They're like the super versions of the bombs from Final Fantasy VII. Well, this is one of the old school games, so let's see if Blizzaga will do a lot of damage to it. No, surprisingly. That's a surprise. And now we are in trouble. So quite frankly, rather than risk getting suicide bombed, I'm just going to do this. Also, why has Tidus stopped saying his one-liner? Live and let live.
Summoners that die appear. Aren't sent to the far plane.
Why not?
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Yeah.
Well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
Yeah, here's a drinking game for all you people. Every time Final Fantasy X fades to black, take a shot. Interesting, 8 and 10 2 get a lot of love on Twitch. I say, I stopped broadcasting on Twitch years ago. The main reason I left Twitch wasn't because I had a bad experience there. Most people who watched were actually awesome. There was quite a chill audience. The problem was, I did a Let's Play of the excellent visual novel, which was... Oh God, which one was it now? Oh yeah, AI The Somnium Files. Absolutely excellent. Really enjoyable stream. It's now lost media, because unless you are an affiliate, they don't store your broadcasts. So one of my streams technically counts as lost media, along with Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Both of them are lost because of recording issues. And like Twitch had this weird thing where you could only export part of a stream. I also didn't like once Amazon got involved. It was really crazy in terms of what you had to do to be able to get like any kind of progress, and I thought it was a bit unfair. Oh, I can never nail that. I mean, I want to use that, but I can't afford to. I can't afford to take the risk. I'll save it. So yeah, my problem with this is not that the darkness doesn't hit them. It's the fact that they seem very, even when darkened or blinded, they still find ways to hit you. And you never get that when the computer blinds you. The RNG is very much against the player, and I don't like that. That's bad balance. I always find it really annoying when enemies are able to make themselves way more effective. And again, tanky enemies for the sake of being tanky. Very frustrating to play. Yeah, see, that's fair, and that's part of the problem. Say it's not the only issue we've got with it, but it certainly doesn't help. I know there's been like a lot of backlash towards certain policies on Twitch as well. And again, I think part of it is just that it's... every time I've watched a Twitch stream of late, if it's anyone who's actually got real traction, half the time the stream gets interrupted so they can start demanding people spend money. And if I want to watch aggressive advertising, I'll watch American television. Harsh, I know, but true.
Return to us.
Right, let's go with a grenade and a smoke bomb. Right, we managed to silence it. That's not ideal. That's really not helpful. Silence is not what I needed here. I chose the mine, which is designed to. Go on, let's go for your overdrive again, might as well. Oh, it's too soon. I'm not sure this will do much damage to the charge of ice. Oh, 6,000, that'll do. Right, I've got a few more. I've got a few more now, so it's time to get back on the split grid. I'm not gonna say I get that Midnight. I get that they're controlled by the streamer, but the problem is I find that I've seen a lot of people on the ones I've seen where they're trying to get any kind of like audience. It's almost like they have to interrupt the stream not just for ads, but it's like, you know, for bits and all that kind of stuff. And I just don't. Again, I just find it quite annoying, but that's just me. You know, it's like I'm a bit of a dinosaur. I like to just like sit down and relax with the audience. So it might be that I'm just out of touch. It wouldn't be a surprise, to be honest. And before you all start going, well, duh, no shit, you out of touch. Shut up, I know it's true. Got extra strength, which is helpful. So this is why I'm trying to get a decent amount of spheres, so I can try and get a couple of things at once. Because I'm wary of just like going in, and then next thing you know, it's like there's nothing else to do. Aaron's got a couple, so that's helpful. I'd say, to be fair to this game, I like the fact that you can use the spheres on the next one over without moving. I do actually like that. I think that's really good. Chris, I'll put you in timeout if you dare. If you even think of doing that. So the question is, do I go down here and go into Yuna's one? I'm tempted purely because if I get to here, I can get regen. And then onto that side, get Karaga, and then go back to Riku's. I'm actually tempted to do it just because it'd be much easier to get extra healing spells. Could be useful in a pinch to have a backup white mage. Ooh, Midnight. Wow, that's aggressive. So this... in an hour, they managed to play how... What's the maths for that? 18 minutes of ads? So, nearly a third of the content was adverts. I don't think even some of our worst satellite TV channels are like that. Chris, you can confirm or deny on that front. And it's there to be a... Oh, Karaga, hello, thank you very much. So literally, ironically, she can also go to Kimari's route. And because the route is open, I can actually take her onto Riku's path. Now that's very interesting. That's incredibly interesting. It also means that I should get back... What are these? I'll raise and look by... Really? That's all? A level 4 key sphere gets you 4 points of luck? What's the point of that? Rubbish. Pathetic. Awful. Waste of my time. I say, if you can get the key spheres, you can make it work. It's just that I find it very unintuitive. I say, if luck spheres are rare, then maybe it's worth it. I mean, it's like here, raising luck by 4 and magic defense, but you need 2 level 4s. But at that point, you end up on... Well, you get to double cast. So actually, if anyone's to get the level 4s, it's Lulu. Purely to get double cast. That will be very useful. I remember having that skill in the legendarily brilliant RPG, Wild Arms, one of my all-time favourites. Ah! There's a debate for you. PlayStation 1 era, the best non-Final Fantasy RPGs. There's a debate from the chat. What are the best non-Final Fantasy RPGs? I've got a few. I've just mentioned one of my own favourites, which is Wild Arms. Any others that people can remember? I actually have no idea if I'm going backwards here. And because of that, I might quickly disappear. I did say PS1, Chris. And also, Zelda doesn't really narrow it down. Which one are you talking about? Yes, Midnight, Parasite Eve, I played that last year and I absolutely adored it. I thought it was awesome. Oh, hello.
Greetings, Lady Yuna. My name is Want.
And what do you want?
We have met several times before, right?
Not running today?
I have to carry on my brother's business. You've met him, I think. Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Wait, you're that guy's brother?
My brother wanted to come help Lady Yuna, but the temple imprisoned him for helping traitors.
Ooh.
They imprisoned him because of us?
That's not
He doesn't
cool.
regret it, though. In fact, he told me, before they took him, "Don't worry about me, just go help Lady Yuna."
But why would your brother do this for us?
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking. There's dealing to be done. Welcome to Owaka's.
So, quite a few shouts out for Chrono. Yes, Chrono Trigger was amazing. And I know Chrono Cross was on the PS1. I don't know if it got ported. Again, if it did, it might not have got released here in the UK. That's the problem. So that's where it's a bit difficult for us to say 112,000. Holy no way. Some of the prices here are ridiculous. Although Tetra Shield. Yeah, I mean, some of the moves are okay. But some are not. That's disappointing.
I will be sure
But
to
yeah, Chrono Trigger
He's
is...
doing the same for you, Lady Yuna.
Thanks.
But yeah, Chrono Trigger's a game I will be adding to the rotation because I have actually got that on Steam.
Welcome to
I will be
Owaka's.
doing it at some point. Probably when I come back from a trip nowhere special next month. Nowhere important. Nowhere I've not been looking to go back to since last year. Nah, it's not anywhere that anyone cares about. But once I'm back from there, that might be in the rotation. Never played Secret of Mana Avian, but I heard a lot about it. And technically, I suppose, what's this face?
Welcome to Owaka's.
Going back to the Zelda argument, Ocarina of Time would have been the right era when you think about it. The alchemy for Riku? Which one was the alchemy? I didn't see it. There's no move called alchemy. There's that move called Survivor. Oh, but it has the skill alchemy. Ah. What does that do? Is there any way to find out what it does? It's expensive. What's she got? She's only got 5% plus, so it's not a big deal. Might give it a try. Go on, let's give it a try. I'll find out what it does. Abilities. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Ah, it's a passive. But we can use Mug now. I forgot about that. I can use Mug if I want to. We've been ambushed. Not ideal. That helps, though. Right, and now Tidus has taken a load of damage, which is not ideal. I'll tell you what, because I want to make things easier for my team, let's get rid of one of them. Now then, we've got a Lady Lou. Go to Lord Aaron.
As you wish.
And then go to Lady Yuna. Okay. What's the point in using a regular potion if it only takes to 400? Oh, I switched to one party now. Anyway, not much point. Fine, in which case, steal it, finish it. Yep, Tidus didn't get any experience for that, which is annoying, but hey-ho. In fact, speaking of Tidus, he's low on health. Yeah, let's not use Karaga here. We don't need to do that. Shirar will do more than enough for now. And then Vaka at the top, that's great. Yeah, so I mean, that's the thing. If it's only a regular potion, I don't see the point in using it.
Riku, think later!
Okay.
I thought thinking in battle was a good thing. I always thought it was a good idea to think in battle. I didn't think it was a bad idea. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Have I been getting it wrong all this time? I thought it was a good idea to not be hot-headed and think on the fly. Maybe I'm misinterpreted things. That's irritating, but what can you do? Answer. Keep moving forward. Ah, that's rather useful. Ah, there they are. See? 2,000 for an Albert potion, that's a better use. Tell you what, you tank. Free healing. That's good. Fair point. Fair points there from you pair. Chris and Queen, you're right. Time to think about the battle rather than thinking about something else. Yay! So the menu management is my only problem with this game. It's quite menu managing heavy. I say it'll definitely come in handy in the battles, being able to use like 2,000 healing from our bed potions. That'll be insanely useful. I've not got a doubt about that. Yeah. Do you know what happens to those who steal from me? Answer. You go down. Now, Kimari, do me a favor. I want to know more about these guys. Because ice didn't seem that effective. Ah, so you need to use magic. And I can actually learn a skill from it if I want to. I don't... Mental break. Isn't that what Auron's got? Now I think about it. He does. Right, that makes a big difference.
You shall fear magic.
I bet the VA had so much fun doing that line. I bet the voice actor had so much fun doing that line. So let's try Blizzaga now that we've used that move. It's not done enough because we are running low on health against it, so I've got to be careful here. Right, one more move, we'll finish that. Nice one, Auron. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, it did considerably better, I agree, and I get the feeling that that's going to be vital, very important. Just because I can. So close, but not enough. Right. Fingers crossed that this will finish it. And down it goes. And Tidus, you can finish this, because you're quite a fast mover. So this is the kind of area of the game where you want a save point, so you can constantly get your MP back. And with that, you could like do relatively decent grinding. That's one thing I will say about this game. You can abuse the ability to grind if you know what you're doing. As long as you have access to the right areas, you'll never have a problem. Actually, I could really do with curing Lulu, she's quite low. Due to being very much our glass mage cannon, as they say, the old glass cannon. Oh, right, this time we are running away. Oh, we're going to try to anyway. Okay, before I do that though, why don't you quickly get some more fire jams for me, because they could be very useful. Yeah, the encounter rate in this game is pretty ordinary, it must be said. And if you're able to use blitzballs as just for your grind, you're a better player than me, Midnight. I honestly can't fucking stand that game. If I want to play a football manager game, I'll put a football manager game in my system. A football manager game has no place in a JRPG. Yeah, we're not fighting this fight. I am not wasting my time and all my MP mental breaking two of those. This is just grindy and tanky and pointless. I'm out of here. The encounter rate was already very high. The encounter rate was very high before. And it's just really boring. It makes navigating the game so laborious. I've never been a fan of random encounters when the rates are too high.
All this way only to fail. It must have been tough.
Ironically, I managed to grind a victory against the goers off stream. And once that was done, that was it. I thought, right, I'm not playing this shitty game again. I'm done. I was beyond fed up with it. I'll be brutally honest. I hated that game then, I hate it now. Of course, I did cheat. I hid behind my goalkeeper. I hold no shame in doing that. I have no shame at all. I never found anyone decent. That's the problem. There was no way to like find anyone decent as far as I could tell. Alright, you're next to go, are you? So I need Yuna on this battle. That's a fair point. I might do that for you, Queen. How you made it easier for yourself. Get off my battlefield, you. Sod off. Okay, no big deal. Special. I believe that the Albert Potion gets around that. It cures silence and petrification. For fuck's sake. Got no choice, gonna have to use it. I am not messing around with my party. Still, next time I fight the bombs, I know what I'm going to be doing. Mental breaking and then summoning Shiva with diamond dust. That's what I'll be doing. But for now, I've got to the point where we've all got experience, I think. So, let's finish this. Yeah. An officer and a gentleman you are, Midnight. If you were doing guides for Blitzball. Oh, look at that. We have a save point. So, of course, the game was like, yeah, you're not getting through it. I'm not having that. So, these enemies are all weak to fire, I believe. Right, I need Whacker on the battlefield so I can try and take out... I just want a I want to affect with Dark Buster. And yeah, as you say, timing. The moment I find a save point, here, have an enemy that's going to rinse you of all your HP. See, what did I tell you? That enemy then had darkness equipped against it. He should not have hit me. That enemy should not have been able to do any damage to me.
Well then, what next?
And that's incredibly frustrating because, again, you use the right thing to make its attacks more blunted. And it's like, I'd still say its accuracy is too high. And what's really annoying is there's no obvious debuff moves. It's not like you can use, for example, it's not like you can use a debuff that takes down any particular skills. Well, I've had enough of your shit, mate. Screw this. Fuck off. Fire does a lot of damage. I know that much. Might not be enough to kill it on first turn, but I don't give a sodding toss. Oh, absolutely. That's why I've not played it, Chris. That's exactly the reason why I've not gone back to play it. But I find it frustrating because I know for a fact that Blitzball hides quite a lot of skills for one particular character behind it. And that's something that Square need to chill the fuck out on. They really need to stop doing that because it gatekeeps content from a lot of players. They need to go show some serious chill on that. Yes, there should be rewards behind the game, but they shouldn't be ones you need. That's something they need some serious chill on. I'm just going to hit him with fire. Pour your jukes all you like, mate. It's not going to help you. No, I've got enough MP. I'm finishing this. That way. Still, how very helpful. We now have the ability to save our game. Oh yes. We've got through. So let's get our party reorganized and carry on the story. At least that's what I'm hoping will happen. I get the feeling it's going to be walking straight into a boss fight. Despite going through a gauntlet to get here. Now, see, Midnight, that's part of the problem. It's not respecting the player's time. It's all well and good if you don't have any responsibilities, but if you're someone who's got a full-time job and everything else, you know, most people don't have time to spend forever in a game. You know, so being able to play the game the way it's through, it's just bad design. Say, it's unfortunately something they've been guilty of for quite some time now. Yeah, interestingly, that wasn't the problem with Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16, that was great. You could just get on with it. It was fantastic.
This ends now.
Nope, I need you. I just realised. Wrong move. Interesting. I think I just noticed something. Think being the key word. If I'm right, it's annoying, but it will at least allow us to counter things. Ah, so it's pull up his jukes. Oh, well. That's cured his confusion. His confusion's cured. Yeah, get off my battlefield, you sir. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of time, but it's still pretty awesome. I mean, the amount of time I spent in Final Fantasy VII is ridiculous. I played that game to stupid degrees. And Chris, I always beat myself down. You know that. Looks like we're going lightning on this one. I guess lightning returned. Yes, I will have my team get a full heal. I might as well. It's right there. I'll say, it doesn't take much, Chris, let's be fair. A couple of jabs is all it takes. Nah, Midnight, I prefer Word Out telling me to eat it. Right, this is where, again, I can't be bothered. So, we'll take the reward, and then we'll get out of here. Interestingly, still managed to get some AP for that. Well, they've certainly made this a lonely climb through the mountains, haven't they? Oh, maybe not.
Xanarkand is on the other side, you know?
I know.
Yuni is gonna get the final Aeon, you know?
I know.
Yeah, he knows.
I still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Xanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
And here's Seymour, crashing the party.
Ah, the son of Jekt.
Riku, run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
Now is your time to die. Prepare yourself, son of Jekt.
Not if I can help it!
Save some for Kimari!
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
Yuna,
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave.
The last Ronso?
Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path. One after another.
These blur effects are hurting my eyes.
No.
Kimari.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
You can also end the suffering of the audience by shutting up.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in
Why
a
doesn't someone just
spiral
stab
of
him in the
death.
back? He's not
To
seeing
destroy,
you.
To heal.
Just kill
Spira,
him.
I will become
How
Sin.
hard can it be?
Yes, with your
Just
help.
kill him. Stab him in the back and
Come
send
with
him
me,
onto the far plane. Tell him to fuck off. How hard is that?
Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
What do you know?
Oh, well. And here's...
Pitiful mortal.
Okay,
Your
now
hope ends here!
Okay, we've got a mecha form. This could be interesting.
And your meaningless existence with it!
That's a... intriguing form. The music's got a very weird all of a sudden, and not in a good mood. Not in a good way. Could really do with buffing defense here if I can. Right. I'm gonna go with evasion, I think. I was planning on bringing everybody in anyway, Queen. I'm just trying to see if I can do some early buffs. See what the damage is like. See what the damage output's going to be. Well, the physical damage was annoying, except... Right. So this is where you need... and what I might have to do here is go back to the battle, to go back and find ways to counter zombie. That's what that is. The fact that he had 2 immediate turns is also irritating, and I get the feeling that he's not going to be weak to time moves. I get the feeling that won't end right. I could be wrong, but I'll be very surprised. I can't tell who I'm aiming at here. Right, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's my way of dealing with the music. That's really annoying, but... There we are. Now I don't have to worry about it. Okay, next. I can't see this working. I'm going to try it just so I can do some recon. I don't think this is going to work. Nah, I thought so. Then there's Lance of Atrophy, which turns you immediately to zombie. So this is where you need to have basically this game's what they decided to do is bring the status zombie back to the playing field, and the problem with it is, hang on, that's not worked. Why hasn't Ishuna worked? Why hasn't Ishuna countered zombie? I did have an item. If this is where they're making it so you can't cure status effects, then that's a very, very poor design. Oh, so Ishuna doesn't cure that. Strange. That's very, very strange. So basically, what I might have to do is I might have to go back down the mountain to that shop and see if he sells holy waters. If not, we could have some trouble here, to be honest. I don't really have any more counters for it. There we are, talk. 70,000 HP. At least I know how much HP he's got. I'm only putting the headphones on so I can listen to Kimari's speech.
You have angered Kimari. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimari's spear.
There we go. So I get the feeling that magic's not going to be much use here. He takes quite a lot of damage though, I'll give him that much. He does take damage, which might make some of my other hitters useful. I'm gonna try Aaron. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to say. Okay. Let's see if this works. I can't see it. Yeah, it doesn't lower. He's immune to debuffs, and he's gone for a dispel, interestingly. Not quite sure what he was trying to dispel there, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, not really got much that I can use there apart from accuracy. Yeah, he's not got anything either, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Not a bad shout, that works. Right, this is where we've got a potential issue. Unless... I've only got one, but out of curiosity, I might as well give it a try. Yeah, it's immune, so you can't use that either. Cross cleave. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Interesting, that wasn't enough to finish him off. Right, I need to get... Now you see, this is where the game has kind of got me into a corner, because the only real move I've got here is by bringing Riku back to the party and using the Albed potion, but I'm expecting a full life to go against Waka. The only other option would be a skill I don't have, I don't think, which is the ability to reflect items, and I don't have it. So because I don't have it, I'm going to have to try and play as regular defensive as I can. Yeah, I had to do something there. So that's kind of interrupted its AI in a way, surprisingly. That's surprisingly proven quite useful.
Do you not want to heal Spira's sorrow? Let death carry you off into peaceful slumber.
You can't run from your fate.
That's very useful. Increased magic defense. That'll be very helpful. Right, he's only got the one move, so I'm gonna gamble on it. Hang on. Oh, it's Aaron. Right, okay. Not who I expected to have control over. Oh, that's for everyone. I don't want that. No. No, I'm not healing the boss. I'm not doing that. Yeah, once again, it's gone for... It's... Essentially what it's doing is because of the status effects. It's one of those, if you've no idea it's coming, you essentially have to bring your items for Zombie Ward. And it's not a skill I've actually seen used in the game before, that's the problem. Because it's not a skill I've seen used in the game, it's proving somewhat irritating. I'd say it's borderline broken. It's not, but I'd say it's borderline broken. Let's see. Oh, it's gone for Dispel, which I'm guessing would have been to counter any use of Reflect, but we've not got for Reflect. Now, this is where... What an idea. Ah. It's very, very expensive, but I'm going to go for it. Yeah, it's not worth the cost. It is not worth the price. Useful, don't get me wrong, but not worth the cost of admission. It was worth trying it just to see what it is. It's like, I don't mind a strategy-based battle either. I don't have an issue with that. It's when you've not really been given much exposure. But this is where I'm gonna see if I have anything that can counter it. Even if all it does is remove one turn. But I don't think I've got anything that'll work. I can cast Shell, which is kind of pointless. Yeah. That'll be it. Midnight. That'll be exactly it. That'll be the exact reason. You're not wrong. But the problem with that, obviously, is that I don't really have much else to use. I've stolen elixir. Unfortunately, that's likely to kill Yuna. Yeah, called it. Now it would have been a trolling move of him if he then decided that he was going to use that on everybody, but he didn't. I can't do it just yet, no, because I don't think she's close enough at this moment in time. I say don't think, I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain she's not close enough. Because I don't like the UI. Suddenly I'm facing left to right in the party, and I'm having to press up and down to select them. Again, I don't like that. It randomly changes the controls when you should be interacting with your party. I really don't like that. That's a very poor design for a game. Incredibly poor. It would have been better if you could just have one set choice every time and fix it. Having it set to different ones is just irritating. But I said the problem is I've not really got anything that does damage output to him. That's the big problem I've got at the moment. And I think the other issue is it's just a... Yeah, it's just one of those. I've just not got the moves I need. Now this is where... No point using Prey. There's no point using a summon yet. Not until the limit's high. That's the point to use a summon. But now... Aha! Well, that will certainly help. Using Reflect will give us a chance, because it might reflect his move back, or it might force him to keep using Dispel. And if he does, that might break the AI in my favour. So we now know that he's definitely not weak to being hit with that kind of move. We know that now. Yeah, so he's evidently had enough of that too, but I don't think I've got Dispel. I don't think I do, anyway. Oh, I do have Dispel. Cool. That's very helpful. Yeah, that's fine. Because it means now... The only thing to watch out for here for is MP. And because we've not got a high reflect to give it to the entire party... Yeah, this is where I need to have Protect on as well. That's what I need here. Luckily, a Mega Phoenix will bring us back. Yeah, that's a possibility, but I need to get moves to be able to do that first. Right now, I don't have the moves. I can get the moves, though. As usual, they've got that, but I can, interestingly, go for a summon with Yuna. Question is, who would he use? Who would be a good one? I get the feeling, purely because it's got the most power, I'm not seeing any elemental use for it, so the only one I can think of would probably be Bahamut. Because the others are probably a bit weak. I can at least hit him with Mega Flare. I think that'd be a great goal. I'm going with that. Now that I've got Grand Summon, it's worth it. Because again, I didn't see any elemental ones. It didn't make any sense to use the other characters. Well, the other summons, should I say. One move's fine because I can use Mega Flare, so that'll do. Because if he does the whole be gone thing, fine, but at least I've gone in when I've got my highest move available. So if it becomes a pie, why we can do a change? No big deal. Very nice. More than 9999 damage. It's just absorbed some move back, and now he's using Reflect. Moritacrus auto attack mode. Yeah, that's right. So it does the banishing straight away. Again, I don't think that's entirely balanced, being able to summon away your party. But at least we do a lot of damage. So, you know, there is that. That's a very important thing. Well, I need to the problem is I'm running out of Holy Wars. That's a major problem. But that'd take a lot of effort. Because the problem is if you get she only gets the overdrive once, doesn't she? Unless you have to grind every overdrive in battle. Which can be done. It'd just be pretty tedious. Just so I can use an Albad potion. And then I think I can also use where are you? Yes, thank you. See, now it's changed the options again. I mean, yes, it'll be a grind, but it'll be a way to do it. Ah, now he's using Flare. That was quite a lot of damage, that. Yeah, I stole an elixir from him. Now, I could try again with Riku to see if we get some more elixirs, because that'll be useful for keeping Yuna's thing going. You're absolutely not wrong. Yeah, you say the music will be alright without that siren. I agree with you. It's really annoying. The siren music is just getting on my nerves. Now, white magic. Hastegar. So that will really help. Try and steal from it. Yay, another elixir. Thank you very much. That's great. And then if you can use... It's a question of whether he's going to keep his move going at the moment. Also, did he cast Reflect? Not sure if he did. I'm half tempted to cast Reflect anyway. Just so I've got it. Oh wait, I chose Shell. I didn't mean to do that. But now we've learned a new overdrive. Yay. Helpful. And if you can do the Albad potion for me. Should mean we're all at full health. Ready to annihilate. Right, that tells me we've got to guard. And guard as soon as we can. We've got a lot of HP here. He cast a flare to Riku straight away. Why would he need to bounce a flare off himself? I've never understood that one. That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't steal anything. Just going to keep trying to cast Shell on everyone. Oh. Again, the controls changing is really irritating. But if it reflected, then if he wants to waste a turn, that's fine by me. Waste your turn, mate. That's perfectly okay. I'm not got a problem with that. That's only play. I don't want to summon because it's not the right time for it. Could do Null Blaze. Can't see it working with Flare personally. In previous Final Fantasy games, that's one where it goes through defences. But you never know. It could work. Seymour watches and waits. What's he watching and wait for? Is he trying to see how much damage we'll do or something? Right, I've got enough turns to quickly change party members. Right, I get the feeling that anything but the damage moves are going to do the thing, so we'll go with jump. Yeah, that hurt it. And if you can quickly use a lunar curtain on Himari-san. Well, the thing is, well, it doesn't reflect immediately end once you've had it going for a certain time, or am I thinking too logically? Not this time. Try mugging him. No. And this is where I think we're going to get a party wipe. A name like that doesn't fill me with confidence. Oh, no. Somehow we survived. Somehow we tanked it. I'm not sure how. I really don't care. That was very, very surprising. This is where I've got to try and take advantage and attack as much as we can. Now that you've got your overdrive, first of all, heal us. Yeah, if Shao was a difference maker, then that'll be the reason why we survived. Right, we've still got him active, that's okay. You've got an overdrive, but I'm going to save it for a second. Because I'm going to use one more of these just to be sure we're at full health. Especially now that I've just seen we are at the next move. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Take a grenade. And I mix it with a power sphere. I've got plenty of them. Let's see what happens. Oh, we silenced him. We managed to silence the boss. What the hell? So close. That was an unexpected surprise, but I'm not complaining. Right, we've got to be quick. How many turns have we got? Not many. Fine. We're using everything we've got. We're kitchen sinking it. I don't care if we're doing very few bits of damage. It doesn't bother me. We're kitchen sinking this. No, not now. Thank you. Go on. Everything, including the kitchen sink, on your bike. That was a very, very tough fight.
And stay up there!
There was some big-time luck involved in that, it must be said. There was some huge luck in that. having to survive in total annihilation by what was the big one. And then that silence.
He will become sin with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes sin, Sir Jecht will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.
Well, let's do a very quick changing of the party. I mean, that definitely had a big-time boss feel to it. There was no doubt about it. I think it was because initially being constantly spammed with the combo of zombie and full life, which is just not something you're prepared for. The game's not really used that skill. At least it hasn't used it against me. And I think the big situation was like we were constantly having to... You were always on the back foot due to the way you get through it. But yeah, it's like, it's really, really tough. It's a very, very difficult thing. I mean, I don't even understand how overdrive modes work. I mean, if I go to set mode, like I've got when character damages, status attacks, when allies take damage, defeating an enemy, party wins a battle, and then charges on character's turn. I'm assuming that that's probably the better one because you get a guaranteed charge every time. That'd make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Aaron's currently on Warrior, defeating an enemy, allies taking damage, Victor, and again, Slayer, character's turn. So, all of them can make things... Again, that could have made things probably a bit easier. When character heals allies, well, duh, she's a healer. That makes perfect sense. Hell, you can just use prayer and charge her overdrive attack for 3. That's really easy. Yeah, Comrades isn't going to work. Taking damage is not really a tank. Warrior, that could work, to be fair. Yeah. He does damage enemies. Going back to Walker, I do use them for attack damage a lot, and that's the same, to be fair, that's the same for Auron. Auron does a lot of damage, doesn't it? Yeah, but I can see why Prey's broken now. That makes a lot of sense. Lulu, she's got damages an enemy, defeats or comrade. I'd probably say it's better for, I don't know. Go with comrade. Riku is ally because she gets that many extra turns. It's worth it. And that'll be the same for Tidus because they're so fast. They're so quick. It's a great way of doing it. Oh, if casting spells counts it, then fine. Perfect. I wasn't sure it did. Right, that would have made things a lot easier enough. So to be fair, I accidentally activated a challenge mode then. I did it in a way with unoptimized limits. And that is one of the most welcome things I can think of. A save point. I've earned it. I say, I do apologise for all you people who had to suffer listening to that siren. Me being able to put my headphones on my desk made a big difference. Yeah, there's no way I was going to be sitting through that. Not a chance. Oh, full FMVC. Hmm?
What are those?
Those are faith. A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many?
Only one
Who
person can be
wields
doing
power
that.
on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans!
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Arin's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story.
Stop breaking the fourth wall. You might be the protagonist, Peters, but don't you dare. Leave the fourth wall alone. It has feelings. I protect the fourth wall. Leave it alone. Oh, now where are we? Oh, is this the original Xanakin? It looks like it.
Hey?
And because he's ghostly and ethereal, he's not there. Which means he's not real, or he's secretly Sin or something. Calling it now. I'm controlling the bad guy. Either I'm controlling the bad guy or a satellite of the bad guy. So, the answer to your question there, Midnight, is I don't have a choice. The game's not letting me. I can't even look at my grid at the moment. I can't even access my menu. I can do the square root of fuck all. So, let's go looking around this horrendously rendered background. Look at the state of that background there. That's awful. They are the flattest textures I've seen in ages. The only thing flatter than that is my streaming career. You chalking that as another prediction, Ace? Hey there, Chris.
Welcome home.
Ah, so the faith has welcomed us back. Okay.
You...
Remember me? We met in Bavel.
Yeah?
I'm glad you remember him, but see,
that
I
wasn't
don't.
the first time we met. I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
Oh, look at all those Blitzball trophies, I'm guessing.
What's gotten into you? Hey!
Wake up! Wake up!
This is like one of those really bad American TV dramas.
This is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
Huh? Wait a sec.
Yeah, the game's basically saying he's not real. So everybody else is hallucinating an annoying twat from a different dimension. This game's mocking me now. This game is absolutely mocking me. Everyone knows I'm an annoying twat from another dimension. Don't call me out like that, game. No secret trophies or anything to grab in here. I don't understand why they bothered to render having like a washing machine in the kitchen, but I kind of appreciate the little touch that they put to making it someone's home. Right, evidently I need to go there, so let's not all follow the game's orders. Let's go our own way and see if there's anybody waiting for us. Nah, doesn't look like there's anything back here. Onto the vessel we go. Yes, it's not a boat, it's a vessel. Apparently, according to Kyros.
Long ago, there was a war.
Oh, look at that. Look at the circle on its back. That's Sin.
Yes, a war between Zanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Zanarkand didn't stand a chance. Zanarkand was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning? You mean Sin?
No, I mean this place. A Zanarkand that never sleeps.
What?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The people? What? They're all dreams?
You did say you're a dream?
Too?
So the question is, why are they telling him? What's the point in telling him?
You're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
Yep. The broken Zanarkand that's left in ruins. The truth will be revealed. Apologies for any only triggered by flashing white lights. I can't do anything about that. I can only apologise. And recommend you look away now. That's all I can do. I'm really sorry.
No! So what if I'm a dream?
Game developers, stop putting flashing white lights in the media.
I like being here.
we've been dreaming so long. We're tired.
Does not compute, you're
Would
asleep.
you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
That you are the conduits of bleeding darkness.
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
Just a little more, and maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
So again, why bother revealing that? So it was a nice little lie
Are you
down.
all right? Oh, phew.
Hey! We were so worried about you.
You okay?
I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming. You called me. And I woke up. Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
And just like that, he's back on the horse and ready to go. He's like, yeah, I've had a nice little lie down. Everything's fine. And now that I've seen that cutscene, I'm going to quickly save my game again. Because I don't want to be hit by a party wipe. And have to, you know, go anywhere else, you know what I mean? And now the music's suddenly tapered off. Now you see, the low-res art here actually makes it look really creepy. They've gone for that kind of images that you saw of murals in, like, you know, ancient churches. That's the kind of inspiration they've probably taken for that. And now we've got acoustic guitar, which makes it feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core again. Ah, what in the name of ass is this thing? I fought enemies similar to this before. It's the Dark Lamp. Hey! That trophy popped before I actually stole anything, so that's useful. Right. Why do I get the feeling that this is dead? It has a dark aura that tells me it's going to be weak against, like, healing moves. There's just something about it that rings my bell. Yeah, it's definitely a case of you need to hit it with magic. So Kimahri. And yeah, exactly, Chris. A spoiler trophy. It spoiled it. Oh, a lot of HP. Ooh, it has some pretty dangerous moves, but you can learn a skill from it, which is White Wind. And it seems that it's resistant to all physical damages and cuts elemental damage in half. Right. This is where, for now, I'm going to quickly do a disappear. I'm going to run away. Just going to quickly run away for a second on that one. So if the elements do half damage, which is unusual, so that tells me it's something else. I get the feeling it's probably one of those where you need to use curative magic against it. But anyway, while we're here, let's take a quick look. Let's move you along. And get one skill for you. And then we definitely need speed. Speed is good. You have 2 moves, my friend. As do you. You have 2 moves. I always find her portrait creepy. Riku's portrait looks so weird. Ah, so that's where you get to double cast. So again, this is where I've got to decide. Problem is, to get to it, it's going to require at least... It needs at least 4 level 4 key spheres. I don't think I have that many key spheres. I don't think I do, anyway. Yeah, I've only got 2. I've got 1 friend sphere, though. I do have 1. So I could teach either Lulu or Thingy one of the other spells. Like, for example, I could move all the way down to the end of her chain. I could move Yuna. Because to get to Holy... Oh, hang on a second. I need to go into free roam mode. Yeah, Holy is there, so I could move her to Kimahri. So that's actually a good idea. Right. Let's give it a try. And now what we can do is we can use an ability sphere to learn Holy. And crucially, Yeah, we can't use anything else, but we can have 3 movements, so we can go to what? Ah, I'd have to go back a square to learn that magic raise evasion points. If I use the... how many... That's better, thank you. I've got 3 moves, so if I went to 1, 2, 3, I could still get it, actually. It'll work. And then I'll have 2 moves to go back here. And get even more evasion. So we've got double evasion. That'll work. Can't argue with that. Ah, yes, so you're there, Aaron. Okay. I mean, I could use a level 1 key sphere to... Ah! I could then fill this with all slots if I wanted to. I don't think I've got many of them, though. Which is annoying. I've already used you, already used you, already used you. Ah, okay, Lulu. In that case, let's carry on the story. That's as far as she can go for now. Or I can go this way. What's there? Oh, the ability Death. Yes, I think I'll learn the ability Death. I'll go for that. That could come in handy. When she next levels up, we can go around to learn Death. Anyway, I'm going to keep you on this route because I want to get the extra healing moves. But we are making some progress here, people. We're doing alright. Yes, we'll return to the main menu. And now we're going to quickly go back and save our game again. Well, we're going to try anyway. Ah, okay. Let's take advantage here if we can. I want to try and finish on Yuna and hit it with Holy. I'm going to give it a try. Well, I think this is the problem, Midnight. It's one of those where if there was a bit more information... Ah, he's stolen all MP. Quite literally every MP Kimari has. So, let's see. Yeah, expensive move this, but I'm going to go for it.
Light our way.
Not that powerful. I'm actually disappointed. That's incredibly disappointing. That is so disappointing. He's resistant to physical damage. That's the problem. So I don't want to waste an. I don't want to waste an overdrive on him. So he's still got 10,000 health left, which is ridiculous. What I might have to do is I might have to summon. That might be the easiest way around this. That was very disappointing. Insanely disappointing. But I'd have thought, what if... The issue is his defense against magic. So, that's magic break. Right, now that we've countered that, let's try a random element. Yeah, there's a lot more damage in. Oh, now he's using flare. Oh, instant kill. Well, that's helpful. That is absolutely rubbish. To be fair, it did say that he uses that, so this might be where. Cast magic now, my friend. Use magic now. So it's expensive, but I'm going to try it now that the magic has been defended. See if this does any more power. Oh, that's much more like it. Use magic break, you do 9999 damage. That's quite a bit more like it. Quite a simple solution. Not very elegant, but it did the job. So that's the only problem with Holy. It's a very expensive spell. But I've just shown why it's worth it. I don't know if there's any enemies here. There wasn't before, but that doesn't mean there will be. I don't remember seeing any comments, so don't worry about it. And despite my best efforts, I can't make the chat scroll over my game. I wanted to try and do that, but I couldn't make it work. Even though I've got all the scripts in place and everything else, it just doesn't seem to work for me for some reason. But my chat's a bit old school. You see it live, and then you can choose a tab when you watch the replay. That's how it hit. So don't worry about that. If there was a spoiler in there, I didn't see it, so it's not a big deal. See, this opening acoustic guitar makes you think of Hotel California by the Eagles. Ah, preemptive with the machines. Okay. We are going to steal from you. Well, I appreciate that. It's a lost art, like giving people the opportunity to figure it themselves. It's kind of one that's been forgotten in the modern era. It's very easy for people to share content that spoils games. I had to, for a while, go off social media because people were inadvertently spoiling Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which was annoying the ever-loving piss out of me. People should understand why. Yeah, so praise, it takes a while to load the actual limit, but well, the overdrive. Well, that worked. Absolutely, Chris, yeah, it was so frustrating when people were doing it. I mean, people can argue, oh, but if you played the original game, you know what happens. My response to that is, well, no, because they're totally different games. Things change. You know, it's like playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. The main spirit of the game is the same, but a lot has changed, which means it's a totally different experience. And it's the same with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. And I say, you say you've not touched 16 even Midnight. I mean, 16's a great game. 16's a lot of fun. It gets a bit Devil May Cry at points, don't get me wrong, but it's still pretty awesome in the way it works. Right, I can't be bothered fighting two of these guys, so I'm out of here. And yeah, I suppose that's true, actually, at Midnight. Some can be take longer than the others. Ah, we've got a crossroads. Exactly, Chris. You just nailed my point. You've completely nailed my point there. Oh. Well, we can't jump down there. The game's saying niet to that. Right, you steal. You, for now, just attack it. Might as well. You silence it, please. And switch for Auron.
As you wish.
Yeah, exactly that, Midnight. That is the worst trait that anyone can do online. It's like, I remember someone went into a Reddit forum and asked what was the best order to play the Final Fantasy VII games, and someone told them to play Crisis Core first. Despite all the spoilers that you would get from playing that game first. And it was just like, are you an imbecile? Why would you suggest that someone does that? And the answer was quite simple. They wanted to burn the world. It was as simple as that. That was it. And people afterwards were just like, how can you spoil yourself with a game that's this old? And well, there you go. If someone gives you bad advice, it's easy. Interesting, it seems that White Wind is a move you can use outside of battle. I didn't anticipate that. He's got 3,000 health left, so... I mean, Kimahri could use his version of things, but I don't want to do that. So, Auron, you can ignore physical defense. But it still doesn't make a difference. That's a surprise. I'm surprised by that. Did Kimahri get what, Queen? What do you mean? What did he get? If you're on about Holy, he does have it, but his MP wasn't that great. You can see his HP is slowly decreasing. So it's a bit attritional, but it works. I mean, I can use Kimahri's. I can use it right now. Oh, White Wind, yes. Yes, he's got White Wind. It's one of his overdrive moves, I think. I'm sure of it. Yeah, there it is. See, right there. Well, that's a good point, actually, Midnight. I don't think people realise that. There are some people who weren't around when Final Fantasy VII first came out. I know that makes me officially an old fart when I say it, but it's true. But I might as well use the party I had. Right. And I say we are motoring along quite nicely here at the moment. So let's get the party back together. So the reason I use Riku, Tidus, and Wakka at the start of battle is I like to have moves. They're easily the fastest, so being able to start the battle with attacks and chances. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to jump into these holes at some point? Nah. Can't be bothered with this. I'll steal that from you, and then afterwards we're going to go... Yeah, let's get out of here. Now, so that boss fight we thought was, in a weird way, enjoyable, but just extremely difficult. It's a fair point. It's a fair call that in the chat there, Midnight. Thank you for that. I've not got an issue with that kind of advice. In the interim, Kimahri, because you've got steel, let's get rid of the two strongest enemies, which will make doing the rest of the battle that little bit easier. Just a bit. Wacker's not done anything yet. You can just defend. I told you you can defend. I did that on purpose.
This ends now.
And then if you guard... Oh. So much for that plan. And the only thing it needs to do now is use Lulu. You can guard as well. And now Riku. Do your magic, will you? Excellent. Keep them coming. So we've not done too badly for our party layout. We've done surprisingly well, given some of the issues with the earlier setup of the party. We've not done bad to recover it. And I'd say the boss fight that we had, as tough as it was quite rewarding when we finally got to the end of it. It's like, yes, I feel like I've actually taken down a proper boss.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
Right, if this is the puzzle dungeon, this is where we're going to be stopping the stream for the night. And it says pull out quick, but doesn't give us an option to do it. Yes. Well, this is where I can just take advantage of running away. A couple of water gems are always good, thank you. And then, bye-bye. No one says you have to fight. Ah, how trolling of you to leave a load of treasure chests on the other side. How dare you, game? How very dare you? Yeah, I'm not fighting all of you. I'm not messing around with that. Doesn't matter how fast my party move. Interesting. They charge despite not having a turn available to them. Yep. We embrace the Jack Sparrow approach. This is our part where we run away. I mean, the enemies could be ones that we could take advantage of. But I quite like the idea of just building up supply stocks. If people can beat the entire game without using Sphere Grid once, then me not earning AP to not use it now shouldn't be too much of a roadblock. Famous last words. Oh, what the? What is that? Aim for the center with Wacker's ball. Oh, I see. You've got to time your throw. Not quite. Too fast. It'll be a certain frame. Yeah, got it. I think. Well, I thought I got through them. Ah, have you got to do it multiple times? How many times have we got to hit this thing? Oh yeah, definitely aiming for the open gap. That's what I'm aiming for. That's not going to hit. So the problem is the camera's not in a great position. And the timing is just really weird. It looked like it went through, but then again, it's because the camera's not that great. See, that there looked like it went through to me. That's clearly not aimed. I did that on purpose. I wanted to see how far the ball travelled. Well, do you know, Wacker? Do you know what you should do, mate? Why don't you go closer so you can actually aim it much faster? I'm just saying. What's stopping him closing the gap? Look at all that space. He's got all that space there. Go closer. And say these kind of games are just really annoying. They're not fun. So if you ask me to do that again, the answer's no. Still, we got a level 1 key sphere for it. And what I don't understand is why he didn't close the gap. Because again, there was nothing stopping him. There was no enemies in the way. There was no barrier. There was no... I don't get it. And I know, before anyone says it, I'm using logic in a fantasy game. I get it. Yeah, once again, we've got too many enemies on this battlefield, I think, because if I go with... I've got... How many have I got here? No, that's not helpful. I do only have the 3, so it looks like there's more enemies than there is, to be fair. Out of curiosity... Yeah, it's not letting me combine them, but what will a lightning marble do to you? It's out of curiosity. Overkill. That's what it'll do. Yeah, that shows the turn order. It doesn't quite feel the same to me. Hurts it, but not really enough to be a major concern. They have quite a lot of health, these enemies, though. Oh, that I might... Well, that's always helpful if you can petrify them. Keep trying to steal from them. Might as well. So petrify does work because I managed to get it on one of the enemies before. Yeah, I knew we had to run foul of it eventually. Surprisingly, they seem to... Oh well, I'm not going to complain at that. That's awesome. Yeah, there we go. See, petrify. So with the right enemies here, it seems we can get quite a decent amount of AP. Huh? Ah, right, yeah, so he swam underneath the rocks, didn't he? I wonder why the camera seemed to pirouette backwards then. Now the question is, will this allow me to actually take those treasure chests on the other side? I'm going to find out, but first of all, let's get some experience. As we get closer to wrapping up for tonight. Now, I'm going to be back online tomorrow night playing The Adventures of Alundra. After that, I'm not going to be back until next Friday. For those of you who saw in the community chat, the reason for that is I'm actually going to be on the road. I have a business trip away for a few days, So my streams in the next couple of weeks are going to be slightly down-tuned. Not too bad. We're not going to be cutting off completely, but we are going to have a slightly more sporadic schedule. So for those of you a bit confused by that, that's the reason. In fact, the forthcoming weeks is going to be a lot of interruptions to my streams, actually. There's going to be a lot of things happening. I say again, I've got a trip somewhere next month that's kind of important, I think. Not entirely sure, to be honest. It's somewhere that'll come eventually. I'll remember where it is. It's nowhere major. So Waka didn't get experience that time. I didn't use Waka. That was me being a little silly. No, we can't use that. That's annoying. Okay.
Not much has changed in 10 years.
It's an Ochu. Can I really be bothered fighting an Ochu? I don't think I can, to be honest. Plenty of opportunity for you, Chris. Go right ahead. I mean, I'll tell you what, it'll give you something to watch in the hotel, to be honest. So that sounds good to me. Yeah, I can't really be bothered fighting this fight, so... steal an item, then get out. But yes, so we have managed to conquer the mountain, including a very dangerous boss fight, which was a serious test of our ability to think on the fly, and think in general, really, and constantly find ourselves being wiped out by that most annoying move of all time. The status I should know all about, being a Resident Evil fan. Now, on that note, we're going to wrap up here for tonight, but we will be back tomorrow evening at 8 PM BST, where we go back to the PS1 era and play one of my favourite JRPGs from that era, even though it's more an adventure game, and that's The Adventures of Alundra. That's tomorrow night. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And seriously, Square, chill out with the mini-games.